Hey, welcome to another episode of What's That All About? So today it's Show Me Some Skin and Why Sex Still Sells. Well, I can tell in general terms, the reason why sex is so appealing to people in commercials and advertising, even after the Me Too movement, is because no matter what, we are drawn to it. It's a chemical. It's in our genes. It's the way we were made. Don't know who exactly made us, but I mean, it remains to be seen that if you see sex on a screen, you're gonna glance at it and then pretend you don't see it, or you're gonna watch the whole damn thing. So, sex appeals to basic primal instincts, right? And besides food or other survival, needs, sex represents a kind of like self-preservation. And due to the basic, I'd say, allure, pull to whatever, to sex in advertising, it's, one of those things that if you go too far, all of a sudden the product placement doesn't matter because no matter what, no one's going to remember what the product was. And that is when you cross the line and people actually become either put off by it or in an entirely different direction that we probably don't want to go down that. This is a nice family channel for the most part. Now, there's a fine line, right? Okay. So using overt sexuality to sell something that is non-sexual by nature. So say banking per se, like if you've got a very affectionate couple or a very sexy lady trying to, I don't know, seduce maybe the banker. I have no idea what the situation would even be, but you're going to be more put off by that. It's going to become uncomfortable, right? There's nothing sexy about opening a checking account. Nothing, right? Okay. But if the product on the flip side of that is something that by nature is sexual, so say condoms or underwear or something in that nature, you kind of go in with an expectation as the ad runs that you're going to see some sexy images, but you'll know kind of what's going on and why it's there, and you're not going to lose so much of your focus. Let's put it that way. Like, for example, a couple of minutes before I sat down to make this video, I was pulled into a 30-second commercial, and it was these beautiful people, these two, a man and a woman, just gorgeous couple, fawning all over each other. One had them on a beach rolling in the sand. Another was a switch to like a park of some kind. They were rolling in the grass and they were so happy and so in love. And then at the end of the 25-second sexcapade that I joined them on, I think there was something that flashed in the corner that looked a little bit like a vitamin of some kind. It wasn't like an enhancer of any kind, like a Cialis or a Viagra or something. It wasn't that. I saw the word vitamin very briefly. But I have no idea what it was. I have no idea what the company was, nothing. So that's a perfect example of I got pulled too far into most likely what they did not intend to have happen, which was I kind of like got taken away on their little, journey of almost, they come so close to kissing, but they don't kiss and all this other crap. But I have some interesting pictures now. I hope everybody's comfortable with some sexuality here. I don't want to upset anybody, but I do want to kind of conduct a little bit of an experiment. So I have about 10 pictures. And I don't have about 10 pictures. I have 10 pictures of advertisements that I'm going to show you. I don't have the product names on them. I want to just go through them with you. I will tell you which ones are which and all that stuff when we get going. But okay, this first one, we all recognize her, most likely, the legendary, the beautiful, the talented Marilyn Monroe. So I look at this advertisement and I wonder, is she selling lipstick maybe? Or No, it wasn't lipstick. Perhaps that lovely drapery that's on her. I don't know. Maybe it's the new fashion back then. Who knows? No, it wasn't that either. The tagline for this product was styles change, sexy is forever. Okay. From this picture, we're supposed to be prompted to buy a product called Big Sexy Hair. Okay. I hardly even notice the hair because I've never seen so much skin to sell a hair product before. But, that's neither here nor there, I guess. That was back in the 60s. Now, the next one here is a lovely young lady innocently preparing to either wash a car or make some extra money the hard way. And there also could be the possibility of her wanting to join the ogling men behind her that are firemen. Maybe she wants to be a firefighter. I doubt it, but that's okay because this ad has nothing to do with any of that. This ad is made by Honda. They want you to buy a Honda Civic by looking at this ad. Okay, let's move on. This one, okay, this young lady, besides probably being a little chilly, she is selling, as you can see. Oh no, that's right. In this one, you can't see it. There's no product here. They're for Guess jeans. This whole advertisement is for Guess jeans. Do you see Guess jeans? Do you see jeans? I only see undergarments. I checked the floor. I looked behind her. I don't know. I don't see any, but she's lovely, anyway. Now this ad confused the crap out of me. Okay. At first, I had no idea what this half naked woman was holding. I thought it was maybe one of those new kind of silly like Subway ads, and that was a foot long. Pardon the pun. I didn't know if it was maybe a baby gorilla or maybe a sloth, which I love, but it wasn't. It was a puppy. This is an ad for PETA. They have some raunchy ads out there, but I picked one of the more conservative ones because I was even uncomfortable looking at some of the other ones, but have at it if you want to look at them. But yeah, PETA. So she's not exactly dressed for a rescue, but hey, puppies we'll take rescues no matter what. Now, this next one, this ad, its tagline boasts, it's not fitness, it's life. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. What I see when I look at this ad is a lot of back pain if I even tried to walk 5 seconds in those shoes. And then when I look at the woman in gold, I think, my God, that's like a wedgie nightmare waiting to happen. I don't see anything about fitness here, but Equinox says differently. This is their campaign. I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're a shoe person, then this is a great ad, but I don't know. I'm not really sure how comfortable that would be to work. Those things would be to work out in, but anyway, moving on. So I'm sure some of you recognize the handiwork in this one. These lovely ladies, I doubt seriously are even hungry, or they're conditioned to not be hungry. But this company is well known for very sexy and provocative ads. Not so much their food, but Carl's Jr. does keep going with these types of ads, and they're very popular. There is one out there with like Paris Hilton. I just couldn't bring myself to use it. These two they're doing just fine. But yeah, so anyway, all I get watching this is heartburn. Up next, this one might be my favorite for all the wrong reasons. This lovely, lovely looking woman, she looks old enough to be doing what she's doing. So relaxed, effortless, very little makeup. She looks just divine. Well, the tagline for this product is surprising because apparently she's a little bit of a hooch. That's implied. The tagline is this: you're not the first, but do you really care? How? I cannot believe that's the tagline to sell used BMWs. Come on, BMW. Be better than that. Oof, that's hitting below the belt, right? Come on. Comparing her to... Anyway, I have to move on, or it's going to make me sick. Well, here we have two ladies who seem to have forgotten their tops. Now, the meat in the middle of their sandwich doesn't seem to mind that too much. And I am now understanding, after looking at this ad and knowing the company behind it, I'm understanding why my mother would get such anxiety when we would go to the mall and I would walk into, in the 90s, and walk into Abercrombie and Fitch and see ads like this left, right, center, in front of me, behind me, everywhere you looked in Abercrombie and Fitch. They don't sell bras. That's the only clothing I see in this ad. But again, it sells. Pretty people sell products. Anyway, now this one caught me a little off guard. This is a cool, first of all, cool chair. I was like, oh, wicker. That's kind of, what is this, like a Home Goods? No, it's not. This girl looks so young, too young, if you ask me. And the company that owns this advertisement is American Apparel. They, I learned as I researched, really have the youngest looking models. Now, that's not only kind of creepy, but it's also inappropriate in some ways, I think. I'm not sure if the ads are still active, I should say. I'm not sure. But I do like the chair. I don't know what she's selling. I don't know. She's got like a shirt but I don't know if it's a sweatshirt, a sweater, a shirt. I don't know, but I do like the chair though. All right. Now this last one, I think you're all going to recognize who's being represented here. Our little pseudo celebrity, Kim Kardashian. And I thought automatically it's like a Victoria's Secrets something or other. No. She's selling Skechers. I have Skechers. They don't look like this. They don't look anything like this. I don't see her feet. Do you see her feet? I don't see her feet. That's fine, which is fine. It was a Super Bowl ad. It was probably very popular. But like I said earlier, even after the Me Too movement, ads didn't get pulled. All they've done is change. They've updated what is seen now in ads. There's a lot more, there's sexuality, very prevalent, yet you're not seeing the traditional, as people call it, not just man and woman. Now you're seeing what's representative of the world now, and I think that can be a really good thing. And I think it can be, it's to each his own, right? But again, it's the product. You got to pay attention, advertisers, pay attention to the product you're selling and what you're really trying to convey, because the message can get really blurred. And it's, you don't want to be considered cheap and, kind of trashy, right? You want to be classy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm actually going to be doing, I don't know if you want to call it the brother or sister version of this video in a couple days, but it's going to just be probably 2 more days and I'll put it out. But this one's called Show Some Skin. The other one's called Show Some Action. I did a little side research as I was looking at these ads about what audiences these days prefer. Would you like to see more action in the movies you go to see, or see more sex scenes? I guess it really depends on what kind of movie you're going to see, but we'll get into that next time. But if you liked this video, please like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. But until then, stay happy and healthy, stay weird, and take care. Thanks.